Hello and welcome back to Cox Community Connection. I'm Cam Johnson, Public Affairs Manager for Cox, Florida and Georgia. Thank you so much for staying tuned with us. As you can see, we've made it to our Pensacola studio, where now we're going to talk about a couple of events and organizations in Escambia County. First, we're going to talk with the Pensacola Humane Society. I have Sarah Humlie and Lindsey Braxton Shook joining me. Lindsey is with the ID group, and of course, Sarah is with the Humane Society. Thank you both so much for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
So let's talk about, in general, the Humane Society. Tell us a little bit about what your mission is and what your organization does.
Absolutely. Our mission is for the protection and welfare of animals in our community. We do that through sanctuary adoption and educating the public about responsible pet ownership.
And I see, of course, you brought a pet here with you today. Can you tell us a little bit about
Absolutely.
who you brought with us?
This is Wilson, and he's a 8-month-old to 1-year-old rat terrier mix. He's obviously mixed with something a little bit larger. So he's about 45 pounds, a real sweetheart. He gets along with other dogs and is going to make a great pet for anybody that's willing to give him a home.
And of course, Wilson is just one of many animals that you have out there at the Humane Society that people can come and adopt, right?
Absolutely.
Very, very loving dog, huh? Very loving puppy, aren't you, Wilson?
He's very sweet. He can be a little shy at first, but he is one of those dogs that once he trusts you, he's going to be loyal forever.
Well, let's talk about, in addition to the animals that you have for adoption, as he's going for the microphone, in addition to the animals that you have up for adoption, what are some of the other core programs and events that you guys do at the Humane Society?
Absolutely. We do a number of big events throughout the year as fundraisers to help us keep the lights on and the doors open. One of those events we do throughout the summer is our bathe-ins. We'll do it once a month where we bathe community dogs. That's a great opportunity for the community to get involved. We also do Barktoberfest in October, and that's our largest event. It's just a big downtown festival that people can bring their dogs to, and it's a really fun day. And then we'll have other fundraisers throughout the year, usually like in November 1st and 2nd, we're going to have a rummage sale. And then we also, our biggest programs, of course, are our adoptions. So
Sure.
We really always are looking to find great homes for the dogs and cats that we have at our shelter. And we'll go out in the communities. We'll go to local shops like PetSmart and Petco and showcase some of our animals. And then, of course, the public can always come to our shelter and find their new pet.
In addition to finding their new pet, you also offer other services there, right? Like you have a spay and neuter program, which I believe you recently got a grant for. Is that right?
That's right. We were recently awarded an Impact 100 grant, and we're very excited because that is going to allow us to open a low-cost spay-neuter clinic, which is going to change the face of the animal community in Pensacola. So that's going to be something that we're looking to open in summer 2014. And thank you, Wilson. You're excited about it too. And that's going to be something that it's open to the public. It's going to be affordable, accessible spay-neuter services for whoever needs it.
So even if you don't adopt your animal from there, you can still bring your animal down for the service?
That's right. And our goal with that is just to help get as many animals in the community spayed and neutered as we can so that we can become a no-kill community.
And let's talk about that a little bit. Why is it important to have your animal spayed or neutered? Why should somebody want to do that?
Absolutely. Most people don't plan for their pets to have puppies or kitties, and they're not prepared for the care that comes along with that, and they're not prepared to give all those animals a home either.
Sure.
It's like they had one pet and they didn't want 5 or 6. But the pets have other plans, So if you get them spayed or neutered, you don't have to worry about it. Thanks, Wilson. Get out of there. And it's going to help them just be a little bit calmer. They're not going to want to roam as much, and you're really never going to have to worry about contributing to the homeless pet population in our community.
Yeah, absolutely. So an exciting new program that you guys have just done with a little rebranding of the Humane Society. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's Love, Adopt, Advocate is your new slogan. So Lindsey, let's talk about that a little bit in the rebranding process. What was the program that you guys at ID Group helped them to accomplish recently?
Well, ID Group recently has started an initiative for nonprofits in the Pensacola Bay Area called Brand on Us, and it's our way to give back to a local nonprofit here in the community. The Humane Society was our first recipient, and we were very happy to help them, and all of the branding materials came out great. We had a slight adjustment of the name. It's now Pensacola Humane Society. We redid the logo and we redid all of their communication materials and their website. And their TV spots will be running on Cox as well.
Absolutely.
So we were very thrilled for them to be the first recipient. And this is something we're going to do year after year. So anybody interested in participating can go to brandonus.com and get more information about our program.
Is there like a selection process? So is that how people do it?
Yes.
They go on there and they apply and you guys will select?
And in October 2014, the RFP process will start for the 2015 recipient.
Okay.
So they can go on that website, look at the application process, and submit in October 2014.
Okay, great. One thing, Sarah, we actually didn't mention, and I want to make sure we do it here in the last minute that we have. If somebody does want to adopt, if somebody wants to come down, where are you guys located? How can they get in touch with you? Do you have a website or something that they can go to look at the animals?
Absolutely. 5 North Q Street is where we're located. We're right off of Navy Boulevard near Pace and Navy. And they can go to our website, pensacolahumane.org, and find out our hours, our information, and see what pets we have available for adoption.
Okay, and if they want to volunteer or help you guys out in some way,
Absolutely.
do the same thing?
The website has all the information,
great.
or they can call us 850-432-4250.
Can you give that one more time?
850-432-4250.
All right. Sarah and Lindsey, thank you both so much for joining us. And Wilson, of course, thank you, buddy. You've, as always, started the show. So we appreciate all of y'all being here today.
Thank you
Well,
so
thank
much.
you so much.
Stay with us. When we come back, we'll talk with the Pensacola Symphony Orchestra. Stay with us.